fastest growing news station in Northern California. News Channel 11 at 6 starts now.
Good evening, I'm Brad Hicks, in for Alan Denton.
And I'm Carolyn
So
Joe.
he came clean finally, and you thought Raider fans were bad. Speaking of which, the Raiders, by virtue of this weekend's victory against the Chargers, they have clinched a playoff spot. We turn our attention to their field general. A couple of weeks ago, Rich Gannon was with us. Rich, a couple of weeks ago, we had you on the show. You were wearing the leather jacket and talking about motorcycles. You look all clean. You're going to church now. You look so clean cut.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. We have a big win this past weekend, and we're getting ready for the playoffs now.
Rich, we'll talk about football in a moment, but I'll let our viewers know what you're doing. You're in the South Bay tonight. They made a portrait of you, and they're selling it for several $100s. Are you going big time on us now?
I don't think so. I'm not going to change. I'm still going to bring my lunchbox to work every day, but I had the opportunity to come down here to San Jose tonight and to sign some great work. I got Scott next to me. It's just a great, really a privilege and an honor to have him do a portrait, and a lot of the proceeds, as you know, are going to go to some of the local charities. One in particular that I work with, which is Brave Kids, and a nonprofit organization in the Bay Area that benefits kids with life-threatening and terminal illnesses. All
right, Rich, you mentioned Scott. That would be Scott Medlock, I believe, the artist of this. All right, now we'll talk some football. And there's Scott. Scott, job well done, by the way. Rich, let's talk football against the Chargers the other day. I'm guessing you clinched the playoffs, but you'll be the first to tell us it was an ugly win.
Well, I'll tell you what, our defense played exceptionally well and really came up with some key turnovers at some real pivotal times in the game. And obviously, anytime you're going to play the San Diego Chargers, it's going to be a real fist fight, but we came out of there with a win, and now it's off to finish the stretch with the next big pivotal games down the stretch with you know, Tennessee coming up this weekend.
You had a nice TD pass to Jerry Rice. Must be pretty fun doing that.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's been a big addition for us, a consummate professional, and it's a lot of fun to play with.
Rich, all this talk about John Gruden, it's going to resurface again about John possibly now going to Notre Dame. Would he make a good college coach in your mind?
I think he'd make a great coach at the college level, but I think that he's got his work cut out with us. I think he's committed to staying here with the Raiders and trying to see this thing through, and that's to win a world championship.
You ever lied on your resume, Rich, in regards to that Notre Dame spot?
I better go back and check my resume.
You better, me too.
I think everybody's learned from that, but that's an unfortunate thing, and you know, obviously the guy's going to pay the price for it.
Rich, one last question. I know you're pretty tight with Jeff Garcia. He was on our program last night. First of all, the dude is so banged up, but also he spoke last night. He was a little disappointed in some of the criticism he's been taking in the last couple of weeks, but I guess you can feel for him in terms of that's the life of an NFL quarterback.
I can't understand it. I tell you what, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the National Football League, and you know, the guy plays hurt, and he's been a winner, and they've really benefited from his productivity, and obviously a Pro Bowl player, and I can't understand where the criticism would come from. I really have a lot of respect for Jeff Garcia. All
right, Rich, continued success for you. Hopefully we can take this thing to New Orleans in the Super Bowl, huh?
Thank you so much.
All right, Rich Gannon, the Raiders quarterback, joining us live.
Very nice.
$400, they're selling the portraits of Rich Gannon, and it's going to the Brave Kids organization.
Yeah, okay.
Very nice. Thanks, Raj.
Thanks, Raj. Tonight on News Channel 11.
And Lisa Kim has a look.